We have finally made it to Nirvana. We had to stop by the Mopar booth to check out the cars that I love most, the Mopars, the Dodges, the Chryslers, and the Plymouths. Right here is a fine example of the trend in hot rodding over the past few years. Old school styling and modern technology. This is a beautiful 1970 Challenger that's been completely rebuilt with all the modern bells and whistles. Marcus, step on in here. This is one of the guys responsible for building the car. How you doing?
Good.
Congratulations on a fantastic and beautiful car.
Thank you.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's as you said, it's a 1970 Challenger, and we put a competition coupe V10 in it, 585 horsepower, and to do that we designed a new K-frame and front suspension that allowed anybody just to bolt that V10 in without cutting the firewall or anything else.
So you guys actually designed a new K-frame to go into that car?
Yes.
That is nice.
And it also does away with the coilover springs, which allows much more a narrow track width and allow to get 285 tires under the front and give 1.8 turns lock-to-lock steering. It lowered the center of gravity down to below the spindles. We also designed a new full-length rear end setup that used the Viper center section, and we used the one that Mopar Performance is offering now, the new beefed up one that's coming out in the 2008 Vipers.
That is fantastic. Now this Viper 10 engine that you've got in there puts out 585 horsepower. It's also hooked up to a Viper 6-speed transmission.
The new T60 6-speed transmission that's coming out in the 08 Vipers.
So awesome. And of course you've got all of the modern stuff underneath, such as disc brakes, modern exhaust, the rear end you talked about. What are some of the other features that you're proud of on this car?
Well, we use a lot of creature comforts. It's got a great air conditioning system. It's very well insulated. The door slam is, I don't know if you open or shut the doors, but it's very solid. It's got power seats, power windows, power door locks, 12-speaker kicker stereo system, built-in laser jammers and radar detectors, and lots of other things that you need when you take one of these on the road.
Lots of things that you need when you got 585 horsepower under the hood. Now I know you also said that you built this car in only 7 days after it came out of the paint booth?
We put it together in 7 days after it came out of the paint booth. Now we spent many months, actually we designed the front end system sitting at a bar at last year's SEMA and been working on it ever since. But we had everything pre-fitted and took it apart, put it through a rotisserie paint job, and 7 days after it came out of the paint booth, it was loaded on the truck coming to SEMA. We took our cue from overhauling.
Took a little cue from overhauling there, putting it together. Marcus, congratulations again, man. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. What an accomplishment.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, going from that, let's check out some other examples of the trend that I was talking about, having the old school styling with the modern technology. The next car we're going to look at is a 1970 Duster. It's owned by my friend Kenny Wayne Shepherd. He's a musician. If you don't have his record, go out and buy it. This is it right here. Now, you can see that Kenny went a little bit differently on his ride. He's also got all the modern technology, but he kept it old school on the exterior, didn't make any body modifications, and on the interior, it's relatively old school as well. The dash looks stock, the seats look stock, and what he told me was that you can put this car back to stock very easily. Under the hood is a 406 wedge motor. This car has plenty of horsepower, but it also drives very well. Year One supplied the parts for this car. They're a very good company to check out if you're into Mopars. Now, I have saved the best for last. You got to check out this concept Cuda with me. Come on over here. This car right here is getting a lot of attention here at SEMA because it's the only one on the planet that exists. They're calling it a 2008 concept Cuda. And of course, those of you familiar with Mopar know that they put out a concept Challenger in 2006. That was the platform for building this car. They used the 06 Challenger, cut the front off, cut the back off, and as you can see in front, it's got Cuda style front grille and Cuda style tail on it, so they're calling it the 08 Cuda concept. This is cool. All of us Mopar fans are begging for them to go into production, not only on the Challenger concept car, but hopefully they'll go to production on this Cuda concept car. I'm Chris Jacobs from Heaven, aka the Mopar Speed Shop, right here on hubgarage.com, the coolest car community on the net.